About to go live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, you're listening to another episode of You're Human, and I'm Dakota Meyer. This is the call-in show where nothing's off the table. There are no filters when you call in, and it is live. You want to call in? This is episode 20, 512-523-5609. The lines are open. What's going on, Knives?
Life has been beautiful. I wish I felt this way 5 years ago.
That's good.
I had a tremendous conversation with my wife, and I guess you just asked the right questions, and it opened up the whole world to me. And yeah, I feel phenomenal. Thank you for asking.
Dang.
Yes, sir. How about you? How you doing?
Dang, I mean, she must have some magic questions.
She had some really good questions. You know, some of that, hey, you're 90 years old. You know, what did you want your whole life to be? What did it mean? You know, 10 years ago, what were your dreams? Like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I it's like I left my dreams at a beach and it got covered in sand and I couldn't find it. This isn't about me, but it truly opened my eyes and reminded me why, you know, what my purpose is and why I'm here.
That's good.
It's amazing. I feel great. And I've been tripping about it, like for the past 24 hours, calling people saying, can you believe this? Like, it's kind of embarrassing, you know, but I could have lost 10 years, you know, but I'm here today and I'm grateful and we're going to crush it today.
I love it. I love it. That's good. Yeah. I mean, that's good. Claire, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's badass. That's good, man. I mean, listen, that's what happens. You know, sometimes like I see this with people all the time. They go out and they're living their own dream and the struggle's hard. And then somebody offers them like what seems an easier way. Mm-hmm. And they take that easier way and they're living somebody else's dreams and not their own. And man, you see it all the time, right? Like all the time. And it's I talked about it yesterday on a podcast with Kirk O'Fell. And we were talking about this, and it's like life's hard no matter what. So go ahead and get that out of the way. Like no matter what, like every fucking day, like life's hard, period. You can either do your hard or you can do somebody else's, you know? And I think about it all the time of every time I go to the gym and I'm down there and I'm working out, like it sucks. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. But you know what else is uncomfortable? Sitting on your couch, being fat, being out of shape, being out of breath, just walking upstairs, being tired all the time, being unhealthy. Like so it just depends on which uncomfortable you want to be. And that's life, right?
Yeah. Choose your difficulty.
Choose your difficulty.
Absolutely. I have a question here from Instagram. How did it feel, or how did you feel standing at the base of the Firefighter Challenge Tower for your first race?
Man, great question. That tower is bigger than it looks. I mean, it's a whole other ballgame when you're standing there and about to do it and you're about to clip in on air and you look up at that tower and it's like people are watching you. And it's not just people, like it's not just the crowd. It's your peers are watching you. It's people who are doing it are watching you. So it's like, hey, or either put up or shut up. And, you know, it was awesome. I mean, you know, looking up and saying, hey, I got 5 flights, 5 sets of stairs to go up, you know, 3 flights or whatever you want to call it. I think it's that many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Anyways, I got a bunch of stairs to go up with a lot of turns and, you know, it's go time. Right. And so it's awesome. Like just an awesome. I feel like the Firefighter Challenge going to the event, it's like, it's unfortunate that it's not a bigger role inside communities. I have my own opinion on why it's that way. Not the community's fault. But it is just like, it's the epitome of what we all join for. Like when you talk about everybody's there, people who've done it, who are sharing their wisdom and experiences on how to do it. Everybody's there to work hard. Nobody gives a shit about how fast you are. It's about getting it done. It's about beating your own time. It's you versus you. It's about putting in the work. It's about showing everybody that you're not going to quit, right? It's hard. It's everything of why we all joined. And it's the epitome of what everybody is so thirsty for back at their own departments. And it's just shared suffering, right? And it's really an awesome place with awesome human beings, and everybody's so kind and nice. And but you also know that when that whistle blows, it's fucking you against them, and there are no emotions. It's just results.
Dude, you're on another level. Like with this, I wouldn't call this a hobby. You look at it as training.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to train for, right? I mean, we're getting ready to go to Worlds and Nationals. And hey, it's Dakota with Your Human Podcast.
Hey, Dakota, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
Hey, good. I just wanted to call in. You and I were talking about just a minute ago, man. Just feeling good, and not being a fat piece of shit.
Hell yeah.
Man, my back's been bothering me for years now, and I'm finally getting the thing looked at. And, I'm one of those dudes that's like, I'm invincible, right? Now I'll just rest for a minute and be good.
Yeah.
But now I'm finally getting it worked on, man. I'm ready to start running again. Stop being a fat piece of shit. And get back out there.
Hell yeah, man. Just start somewhere, right? Just start today. Just win the day.
Yeah. And the other thing I wanted to say is, a lot of times your show here gets pretty heavy, and I appreciate it, man. I love what you're doing here. So before it gets there, just kind of keep it light here. I
appreciate that.
Obviously your inspiration to, all the military side, the firefighter guys, but some of us regular folks here, you're still quite an inspiration, dude.
Man.
You said something, I don't remember how many years ago maybe it was, that just kind of struck me, that I thought was awesome. And I don't know what podcast it might have been. It might have been your own, somebody else, but you were saying something to the effect of, some lady was like, man, I just had such a bad day. And she turned and looked at you and she's like, oh, but it's not like your bad day kind of thing. You're like, hey man, everybody's bad day is their worst day. Right.
Yeah.
You put stuff into perspective, and I just thought that was awesome.
Man, that means a lot.
You got some kids. Yeah. I think you got some kids. I got 4 kids, including triplets.
Triplets? You got triplets?
Yeah. and the fourth one, the oldest, is only 16 months older. So you're talking about having, 4 kids in diapers, feeding them. Like this.
Hey, I'm going to mail you my Medal of Honor.
Well, I'm getting at right is, people look at you like, man, my kid was having a hard day. And they look at me and they're like, it's not like your bad day, right?
Yeah.
And it just kind of, it always bothered me when people did. I'm like, look, man, there's kids with cancer. There's kids that, some people can't even have kids. And here I am, got 4 healthy, beautiful babies. And it's like, dude, you don't compare yourself to me. Anyway, you saying that to that lady, I guess, or the story that you did, I just thought that was such an awesome perspective on things.
Yeah, I mean, but isn't that,
I just like to keep that.
Isn't that what like helps other people get through though? Like whenever they're like, gosh, well, my day's not, it's nothing compared to yours. And you look at them and go, no, look, it is, it sucks, but you're going to get through it, because if I can get through what I got through, then you are too. Right. I mean, isn't that like what sometimes is, people look around and they look around in a room and it's always interesting about, communication or about leadership. Right. And like when shit hits the fan, people start looking around to see what everybody else is going to do. And it's like one little emotion could break the whole crew. Right. And like, sometimes like, she could be saying that out loud, and the next response to that could be what decides how she looks at that forever. You know what I mean? It's like, it's really important for us to make sure that, we help push them and encourage them to, that it's going to be okay, and that they're going to be able to get through it, and they're going to be fine. And in a year that they ain't gonna give 2 shits about it. Right. And like, that's what hope is. Right.
Yeah. And anyway, I just, that struck me, man. I always like people always, how did you do it? How do you do that? And it's like, man, you just
do it.
Do it. I don't have a choice. I mean, they need to be fed. They need to be taken care of.
Yeah. How do you, I couldn't imagine triplets. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah, and you talk about mailing a Medal of Honor. You just give that to my wife, dude.
Yeah, you better give that woman whatever she wants.
You got it, man. That's what I do.
That's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you calling in, brother. It's great hearing from you.
Man. Hey, you and I have a great day, man.
You too, brother. Take care.
What a cool dude.
You talk about 4 kids in diapers, bro.
4 kids.
Hey, you don't know combat till you got 4 kids in diapers. I mean,
that's another level.
I mean, you talk about, dude, I couldn't do that.
That's heavy. I got a question here. I don't know what this means. Maybe you do. But best piece of gear you carry in your bunker gear.
Well, the best piece of gear that I carry in my bunker gear is a shit ton of training. Right. But it's just like the determination, the working out, the getting after it. Right. So there's that piece of it. Right. I don't want to say a shit ton of training, but quite a bit of training every day, the currency, like trying to get after it. Somebody who tries to learn every single day. So that's the best piece of gear we can all carry is our fitness, our health, our mental health, and our knowledge on the craft. So, but as far as like, I know what you're saying, as far as like a tool, I'll be honest, I try to go pretty light on tools in my pockets. Like I don't keep a ton in there. And honestly, the only time I'll even really keep many tools in there is if I'm going to like an extrication. But like I'll dictate what I keep on my gear based off of what the call is. But I would say, I don't know. I mean, they're all useful. I think if I didn't think it was a good tool, I would get rid of it. But I mean, listen, at the end of the day, you can't ever beat a set of irons, right? I don't keep it in my bunker gear, but I carry it with me.
What's a set of irons?
So it's a Halligan.
What's that, sir?
And an axe. So,
I got you.
Yeah. So it's like what we use to open doors. We call it, it's the keys of the city.
Yeah. How many times have you had to use it?
Oh, quite a bit. I mean, you use it for anything. Use it for a step. You can open doors with it.
It's like that big heavy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's nuts.
No, yours was, you were talking about a ram.
Yeah.
That was a ram. No, it's yeah, you can look it up, but yeah, it's but you open doors. I mean, commercial doors. I mean, you can get open cars with it. I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
That's a useful piece of gear.
If you know how to use that piece of gear, you're on it.
Yeah, you're set right there.
You're set with it.
Got a question here. I think I know the answer. Any vacations planned in the near future for you?
Every day's vacation. No, I don't have any. I don't have any vacations planned. None.
No days off for Dakota Meyer.
No days off.
You're kind of mentioning this, but we got a question. Are you going to Worlds, and what are you hoping for a time? Actually, we'll get right back to that.
Okay. Hey, it's Dakota with Your Human Podcast. Hey, it's Dakota with Your Human Podcast.
Joe, been in?
Oh, hang up. It's my dad.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Oh, look, it's my dad. He's on his way.
I'm almost from Memphis, Tennessee. I just thought I'd call in and say hi to you.
All right. Well, you're almost to Memphis already?
Yeah, I'm about 50 miles from Memphis.
Hey, Big Mike's, just so y'all know, everybody watching, he's in Memphis, headed this way to Texas. So you better lock up your wives. You better lock it all up. That's all I'm telling you, because Big Mike's rolling into Austin tonight, and you only got a few hours because he's in Memphis before he rolls in Texas. He's gonna be coming through Dallas. Just let's go ahead and warn everybody like the tornado. Isn't that right?
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, be careful. What'd your heart doctor say?
Oh, I'm good, man. He said don't come back for another year.
Man, that's good.
I was out of there in 16 minutes.
I gotta tell you, that doctor didn't even look at your heart.
No, he said I didn't have one.
I knew it. That's why it's so quick getting out of that heart doctor.
That's exactly right, buddy.
All right. Well, have fun. We'll see you in a little bit.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Big Mike rolling in hot.
That is so funny. I'm sorry.
He's coming down. He ain't coming down to see me, though. I mean, he's not coming to Texas to see me.
What do you say that?
Well, he's coming to see his granddaughters and Lauren.
Of
I mean, he ain't coming to see me,
You'll be there.
I'm leaving. I got to go to class, but
You got work to do.
I know. I got shit to do. I got SGO. Hey, it's Dakota with Your Human Podcast.
Hello.
What's going on?
Hey, yo, my name's Sam.
What's up, Sam?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. You?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Hey,
So I don't know if you remember me. We were at the Combat Challenge in Utah.
Oh yeah.
I'm from Team Travis.
Oh hell yeah. What's up, brother?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, man. Dude, these guys from Team Travis, bro, they are like they're like giants. Like I don't know where they came from, but these guys, like, they're giants.
Yeah, I think we're all like 6'3" and above, except for our one guy who's like 5'5".
Yeah, and I'm talking like 6'3", like I mean jacked. I mean, they're like, you look at them and I was like, all of y'all, like where do they find you people at? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I mean, they just got lucky. I showed up to Travis like in last year in October or September.
Hell yeah.
So
What's going on, man? You going to Worlds or what?
We're going to Alabama in
Nationals.
September. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
We're gonna get down on it.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be our last one for the year. I'm actually deploying in October.
Where you going?
We're going to Qatar.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. I was just curious, like, I know you've been on like a couple deployments. You have any advice, like, just being away from like family, friends, girlfriend for, an extended period of time?
Yeah, man. You gotta, come up with, like, remember when you went to boot camp?
Yeah.
And sometimes you just had to get like, you kind of, the busier you were, the faster the days went. And then you had to like, sometimes you just had to get to lunch. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just had to get to dinner, right? Like, and so deployments get like that, right? Like it sucks. And I mean, look, nobody likes being, I guess I don't say anybody, but being deployed is not that fun. I mean, not fun. It just sucks because you miss your family, you miss your friends, you miss the freedom that you have. But if you go over there with a plan and know that, hey, look, like, man, I got a timeline, and make sure to spend some time with your family before you go, and just know that it's not forever, right? And I'll tell you, I heard this one time, this person that kind of helped, I guess it helped with the time, was what they did is they took the number of days that it was going to be and they put the jelly beans in a jar, and then every day that they got up that morning, they'd eat a jelly bean, right? And then the closer the jar got to the end, it's more about just coming up with ways of just finding, ways to know how you're going to grow while you're there, right? Like if you're not going over there with like if you're going over there and you're afraid you're going to be sitting around, right? Like that's the worst part of it. So like trying to find what is going to work for you and how you can leave and be there with a purpose. And that's ultimately what it's going to come down to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And then you got those families, right? You got your family, make sure, but the good part is now is like, gosh, you'll probably have Wi-Fi in your room, won't you?
Oh yeah, no, I think,
dude.
I've heard from many people that Qatar, like,
yeah,
is like the vacation of deployments.
Bro, it's like, yeah, you're gonna love it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And that's good, man. I would just go over there and like, I don't know, you going to school or anything like that? Like come up with something that you can do to occupy that time that you would be spending with families and stuff, and try to accomplish something with it.
Yeah, my goal is to try to get as much training done as possible, like, upgrade training for the fire department, and hopefully start doing some classes for school.
Hell yeah, man. You could, I don't know. I don't know if y'all need to, but you knock out your driver operator aerial. You could, dude, you could go over, and how long are you going to be there?
6 months.
Dude, you could probably knock out your paramedic.
Yeah. That's my goal, like to try to get as much stuff as done, like, and at the same time, like try to train for the combat challenge for next summer.
Dude, you go over there and you train, if you can find a way to train over there, dude, you will come back a maniac.
Yeah. There's we got like I think 3 of us from the team that are deploying at the same time. So
dude, that's perfect. You'll come back a maniac.
Yeah, so we'll be back next season. I want a rematch on that relay.
Let's go, baby. Man, it was so much fun. Well, we're getting ready to hey, I'm gonna see you at Nationals, so we'll be able to get it down there. Yeah. Cool. Well, I appreciate you. I still want to take you up on. I want to come out there and train with you guys before you deploy. When you're deploying? When?
Like October, like early October.
Oh dang! Well, we might have to wait till you get back. So we might have to wait till next season.
Might have to wait till next summer.
All right. Well, don't forget about me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I won't forget.
I'm gonna print a picture off. I'm gonna print a picture off before I come and see you in nationals, and I'm gonna print a picture off, and I want you to hang it in your room so you don't forget about me while you're deployed.
We'll see about that.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you calling in, brother.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks.
Take care, man. Have a good day.
All right, have a good one.
See you, man. Dude, I'm not kidding. These guys, they are like you'd think they're gonna eat you.
Oh,
Like they're giants.
I believe it.
Like they're like giants.
Hey, if those guys are giants, what are you?
Dude, I look, I mean, I'm tiny compared to them. Hey, it's Dakota with Your Human Podcast.
Hey, Dakota, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Appreciate you picking up.
Oh man, it's my honor. What's going on today?
Oh, not too much, brother. First, I want to say Semper Fi.
Hell yeah, Semper Fi, brother.
Yeah, hoorah, hoorah. Hey, since you got such a great platform here, I wanted to maybe mention that tomorrow is the deadline for the PACT Act for intent for filing for the burn pits and all those different types of exposures.
Yeah. Do your pitch.
What's that?
So yeah, tell everybody where they should go and what they should do.
Yeah, they need to call the main VA number, the one that's located in Wisconsin. Let me get that number pulled up real quick. It's 1-800. But yeah, tomorrow's the last day, and all you need to do is when you call, just tell them you want to do a file for intent or intent to file. And when you do that, they'll be able to get that in, and that'll cover you for 12 months.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's awesome. So it's 1-800-827-1000. So 1-800-827-1000. And yeah, let get these guys out there, and let them know what's going on.
Yeah, perfect. Well, I appreciate you calling in, sir. And I appreciate you, taking care of our veterans that way.
Oh, you bet, my man. And hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I saw you all here at the Scottsdale Gun Club.
Oh yeah.
Some time ago, a couple of years ago.
Yes, sir.
And your history is amazing, and your fallen brothers, man. They're in my prayers, and so are you.
Well, I appreciate you, brother. I hope you have a good day.
Thanks, brother.
Take care.
Semper Fi.
Semper Fi. Okay, so what was that other question about the world? We were talking about one before.
Yeah, are you going to Worlds, and what are you hoping for when it comes to time?
Yeah, so actually we got Nationals, as you just heard our buddy just talk about. Nationals is coming up in like a month in Alabama, and then you go to Worlds, and so going to both. And I don't know, it would be a huge accomplishment for me if I could get into what's called the Lion's Den. So I mean, that would just be like my ultimate goal is to get, it's 1 minute 40 and below. So you'd have to get below a minute or below a minute 40. So you have to do a minute 39. My last run or my second run at Utah was 143. So I'd have to get down 4 seconds in order to get there. But,
Was it easier or harder than you thought it was going to be?
Harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're doing the race, which part is the F my life part?
For me, it's the stairs.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I'm living in this 1,600 calorie deficit, or I'm living at 1,600 calories right now because I'm trying to drop 10 pounds. Because I think if I can lose 10 pounds, I can get up those stairs faster. So, but yeah, those stairs are just hell.
Yeah.
I hate the stairs.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But the back half is just about being able to go dark. It's just about being able to go dark. And that's the thing is I can go dark.
You have no problem going dark.
No. So that's for me, the front, the front half is the hardest part.
Gotcha. Got a question here. Any new businesses in the future? We'll get to that.
Hey, it's Dakota with Your Human Podcast.
Hey, brother. My name is Caleb Glisson.
What's up, man?
You and I, we linked up a couple years ago, just after Rogan. I was going through a lot at the time, and I found you live actually before man, I don't even know if you had a thing going. You were just live.
Yeah.
And you gave me a shout out, and we talked on Instagram for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
And I ordered a couple T-shirts from you. Do you remember me?
I kind of do, to be honest. I get a bunch of these though, but I kind of do. I try to help out anytime I can, but
That's all right.
Yeah. Right after.
I mean, if you were to look at your DMs if you looked my name up, you'd probably see me, but that's okay. I just wanted to let you know, man, my life has gone in a totally different direction from the time that I found you on Rogan and Jocko to the time we talked. I found myself married at at a certain point.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot through that, but unfortunately it didn't work out.
That's part of it. That's all right. Right. I mean, you can't get mad at for swinging the fucking bat. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I think I swung it as well as I could have. And so just
Dude,
that's
all you can do. Man, that's so good to hear. You know, I'll be honest, like anytime I get an opportunity to talk to somebody, or I feel like, I can add a little bit of value, or I can take one of the lessons that I've learned and pass it on to somebody. And I mean, I do it, right? I mean, ultimately that's why I do this podcast. And, but yeah, man, like I never hear, cause you know what, like when you tell somebody or you try to talk to somebody, it's not an instant gratification thing, right? Like, it's not like they're just all of a sudden going to be like, oh shit, things are great. You know what I mean? Like, but like, man, to get a call like this, I mean, it's just, there's no better value in my life. I could make $1 million and it wouldn't mean as much to me as this right here.
That's good, man. That's why I wanted to call you. It's been a long journey, and I'm still on it. But you're doing what God's called you to do, and I'm on my way to doing the same.
Well, you know what? That's what it's about, right? Like, listen, and usually, like, whenever I talk to guys like that, like, it's because at one point in time, somebody talked to me when I was there.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And you know what? They always looked at me and said, every time I asked them, like, well, why are you doing this? What do I owe you? They said, you got to pass it on to the next one. And that's what I try to do. Cause I'm in debt to a lot of people that were there for me when I needed it. And so, I got to pay that debt on.
Yeah. I look at where I've been recently, just before this divorce, and I know for a fact it's so that I can help somebody else along the way. Yeah,
just working on you, right? Like just working on you.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll let you go soon, but I'm moving to Round Rock here pretty soon.
We'll have to get together.
So, dude, if you want to work out or something, I would love that.
Dude, I'd absolutely love to do that. Hit me up. Shoot me a message on Instagram and we'll get together.
All right. Sounds good, brother.
Yeah, brother. Have a great day.
You too.
See you, man.
Bye.
Man, those are the best calls.
Those are the best, man.
Those are the best calls.
I'm in debt to you. You know that.
No.
Dude.
You ain't in debt to me.
I'm in debt to you. You changed my life.
No
There's
chance.
before you and then there's after you. I know what that sounds like. but truly, man, like you are.
Yeah,
and I remember telling you once, like, I owe you, and you're like, just pay it forward.
Yeah.
And I'm trying.
Man, you are every day.
I'm trying.
I mean, look at those beautiful kids you got. You're getting ready to put one out there as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know, man.
I mean, it's badass.
It's crazy. I want to get back to this question, then I'm going to open the lines. Are there any new businesses in the future for you?
I have a hydration product that we're getting ready to launch, and then we, myself and Jared, we've came out with Jared. Jared needs to be amplified to more people because he provides so much value, and so we're coming out with a fitness app as well called Honor the Oath, and so it's kind of an entire wrap around a brand. I don't care to say it now because I own the domain and all the other shit. But yeah, it's all in the works. And, hopefully in the next few months, you're going to see, kind of the core of being able to amplify our reach with people and the presence inside of the first responder aspect and just really being able to take those things and help people honor their oath.
Man, that is rad. That sounds so cool. That's going to change a lot of lives right there.
Well, hopefully.
It's going to change the world.
Hopefully.
I think so. Jared, right?
Yeah, Jared.
That guy does need to be amplified. He's a giant.
He does need to be amplified. He's a fucking giant, bro. Jared is a giant.
I have a question here. I don't know if we'll have time to get into it, but someone asks on YouTube, I lost my father 3 weeks ago. I'm having trouble feeling anything but numb. Any advice dealing with loss?
I think that's normal, right? I mean, that's part of the grief process. But I think you should let yourself feel, right? Like the people who hold shit in and don't ever process things or deal with things are the ones that turn into pressure cookers and it turns into trauma, right? And we are humans. And you have to feel and you have to process and you have to get these things out and you have to deal with them. It's like somebody once told me, it said, you can either exercise your demons or your demons are going to exercise you. Right. And it's so true. And I think you got to give it time. I think you got to give it time. And I think I know it's going to be okay. And this is, I always look at it like this is, at the end of the day, when you are burying a parent, that's the way life is supposed to happen. But when a parent's burying their own child, that's not the way it's supposed to happen. So, there's always good in every bad. And yeah, you're going to miss him. And you know what? If you didn't miss your father, there'd be a big problem there, right? There'd be a whole nother something to unpack, right? And so it's going to be okay. And I think you got to feel it. And you got to say it's okay. You got to say you got to be willing to say, hey, it does suck. And I do miss him. And you're going to miss him. And but this is the way it's supposed to go. And you got to live the life that goes on and carries that legacy of your father. Right. I mean, that's all. Well, I was telling you, I was working out with my buddy. My buddy started coming by the gym and working out. Really, really successful entrepreneur. He's a
Answer.
Yeah, you can answer. Hey, it's Dakota with Your Human Podcast.
Hey, Dakota. Good to hear from you, man.
What's up?
Hey, brother. I got a kind of an easy one, but a hard one for you.
I love it.
Totally different subject. All right. So 3 guns, all you can have the rest of your life. We live in the United States, the best country in the world, in my opinion. Thank you, Jesus.
Hell yeah.
But 3 guns, that's all you can have the rest of your life. What are those 3 guns and why?
So any type of shotgun. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. I would go shotgun, rifle, pistol, right? Like shotgun, because in case if I need to hunt something, you know what I mean? Like if it was a bird or something. So shotgun, and then some type of pistol, right? Like maybe I like Glocks, right? Like I'm not saying that they're the sexiest or they're the best thing, but I think when it comes to functionality, they're it's hard to beat them, right? And then I would probably go.
So many of them out there.
There's exactly right, and I would go 9mm, right? Like I'll tell you right now, like
yes, sir. Same here, yeah.
9mm all day, and then
yeah, it's a NATO round, so
it's a NATO round, right? And at the end of the day, like I can hold. I'd rather have more in my magazine than less and bigger.
Right. Yes, sir.
I don't know anybody.
I'm a smaller statue person.
Yeah.
And the recoil is not as bad for me.
Well, I mean, I don't.
My wife prefers the recoil. I'm not as big as you. I'm a smaller stature guy, so for me, it's more comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
I've had bigger calibers that I wasn't comfortable carrying, like a 10mm.
Yeah.
I tried that, and I wasn't comfortable, and it didn't fit me well, so I wouldn't carry it.
Yeah.
Where when I switched to my new gun, I carry 24/7.
Hell yeah. I mean, me, like
about carrying because it's comfortable.
Dude, listen, it's not even comfortable for me shooting a 45. You know what I mean? Like, so, and so, yeah, 9mm all day. I don't know any.
Them and they're fun.
Yep.
I'm not saying that now. I own them and they're fun and I shoot them all day and all that. but it's like my everyday carry. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. And then for a rifle, I'd probably go a 6.5 Creedmoor.
Really, 6.5. Wow, I'm surprised on that one.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, that was an answer I was not expecting.
what were you
Totally
expecting?
blew my mind there.
What? So tell me you tell me.
I was thinking you were going to say a 5.56. I
Well,
was figuring you were going to say a 5.56.
okay,
AR,
so hear me out.
know.
Hear me out on my justification, right? Like with a 6.5, like have you ever tried to shoot let's talk a pig, right? You ever tried to shoot pigs with a 5.56?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you
Killed
got
5 of them the other day.
how many times did you have to shoot them?
At least 8 or 9.
Well, so there you go, right? So like if I get a 6.5, I can hunt coyotes, I can shoot hogs, I can shoot a deer. I could even go shoot an elk, right?
Yes,
And it's not, so we were talking about if I could only have 3 guns, but guess what? The great thing is that we live in, like you said, the United States of America, and
yes,
shit, we can have all of them. You know what I mean? It ain't the
Yes,
Bill of
sir.
Needs.
Yeah,
It's called the Bill of Rights.
That's right. Yes, sir. Amen. Yes, sir. Thank you for men like you, and that's the reason we have it.
No, man, no, I appreciate you, brother. Where you live at?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Charleston, South Carolina. I don't know what's been going on lately, but I've been running into a shit ton of people from Charleston, South Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a cool country. I'm 45, and I've been here basically my whole life, and probably die here.
Hell yeah. What do you do for a living?
I'm actually a YouTube editor.
You are?
Yes, sir.
Dude, you're a ninja then. So why don't you just say, hey, I am a ninja.
Well, yeah, it would be cool, but no, I enjoy it. It's actually one of those jobs. I'm blessed. The Lord has blessed me. It's a job that I enjoy doing, and with my health issues, it's something I can do from my home.
Hell yeah.
And it's just great. I work with a guy I really appreciate and really love, and he's like a brother from a different mother. So
man,
I work, but it's kind of like play as well.
Yeah.
So it all works out really well. So
that's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate.
Find a way to make money from doing it.
Hell yeah, man. That's what they say, right? If you can find a way to make money at what you love doing, you don't ever work a day in your life, right?
Amen. Yes, sir.
Hell
brother,
yeah.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, brother.
For all the serious conversation. I really appreciate you guys. I was just recently in the hospital, really, really sick.
Oh man.
I spent 9 days. I got Crohn's disease.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Just hearing, just awesome. Really appreciate the positivity, and yeah, you got me through a rough day. So
well, I appreciate you, brother. I hope you crush it.
Thank you, brother. I will. I'm there. I guarantee you.
Hell yeah, man. Have a good day.
Take care. God bless.
God bless. Man, what a good guy. What a good
guy. You guys are nerds with the guns.
So what question were we on?
I don't remember either. I think we were talking about loss as well.
Oh.
And you mentioned that you had a friend.
Oh yeah. We were talking about last name, right? So we're
Want me to pause the calls?
No, it's all good.
Okay.
Somebody calling?
Not yet.
No, it was awesome. I was working out with my buddy Kirk, and he came over. No, look at these damn calls. Hey, it's Dakota with your Human Podcast.
Dakota, it's Brett.
What's up?
What's up, man?
What are you doing? Catching snakes?
Yeah. You need to come with me sometime.
No, there's zero, bro. There is like, let me tell you something right now. I see, I don't know why it just, probably because I need to see it, but the kill the fear, that hashtag you got going. I gotta tell you something right now. Like you can't, like you'd have to like to kill the fear in me, you'd have to kill me.
Oh, come on.
Dude, I'm telling you something. I don't know why, but like I watch, like I catch myself watching your videos. Like I've watched every single one of them, and I'll just sit there and I'll watch them, and I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? Like why is he doing this? And you're just like playing with them.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, like, and these are poisonous snakes.
You just got to know what they're capable of and what they're not capable of.
Have you ever been bit?
No, not by a venomous one. Despite what people think, I don't give them the opportunity.
I don't know. I don't know. I gotta be honest. I think despite what you think, there's a shit ton of proof on these videos that says different than you. I don't give them the opportunity. I don't know. I have watched hours of footage of you messing with snakes that it looked like pretty opportunist to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why I scared you off, and I would imagine that's probably it. But,
Your snakes are just like that snake shit. Dude, that snake shit you got going on, dude, I can't do that.
it's a little different.
Like, let me tell you what would happen is if you took me, we'd be over there and you'd be over there doing your thing with your little stick thing. And all of a sudden you just see me come through with a rock.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah. And you'd look at me and you'd be like, what the hell? And I'd be like, hey, I killed the fear, baby.
You know what the cool thing is about it though?
What?
In 13 years in the fire service, I ain't ever been pranked.
Yeah, I guarantee you ain't.
Everybody knows I'll put a snake in their bed.
Yeah, you would be the last guy I'd mess with. And then honestly, like, I mean, because you play with snakes, I'll be honest, I don't know how to prank a guy like you. A guy who is not afraid of snakes. I mean, that like how do you prank a guy like that? What are you gonna do to him? What are you gonna do to him? That guy ain't scared of nothing.
Figured it out yet.
That guy's not scared of nothing. He plays with fucking snakes.
I was curious about how the firefighter challenge went. I've always wanted to do it. Man, looked like you had a blast.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you is so I loved it. You know, like if you're like, I mean, and you are, I mean, you're just like me, and it's like the problem is like we want to be the best at everything, so we can't just go do it. You know, it's like we gotta be good at it, and so to be good at it, it's like training and the shit ton of training it takes. I mean, literally, like I train every single day for it, and so in some way, shape, or form, whether it's with bands or whether it's with foot workout or something like, so it's just like it turns into this obsession of wanting to be better at it. But I'll say this, like it's hard. It's hard. But man, like, and I mean, you don't have this problem because you get on a truck all the time. And like, but I mean, we don't do enough in our gear. Like, we don't do enough with a mask on our face, right? I mean, and you know, it's really good for that, right? About figuring out like how to, you know, using your mask and like, you know, getting more comfortable in it. Like it really is good for that, you know?
Yeah.
So y'all been busy? Have y'all had a bunch of calls?
Oh, it's been stupid. We've got guys deployed with the state, putting out fires left and right.
On wildland fires, because it's hot. I mean, I'll tell you right now, Texas right now, I mean, this place is this is just a bucket waiting. I mean, it's kindling just waiting for a spark, ain't it?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. We had planes dipping in the lake all day in the last couple of days, and they've got these awesome planes that just scoop the water up and keep moving.
Yeah.
I don't remember what type of plane it is, but they're pretty freaking sweet to watch.
Like with in their belly?
Yeah, they just come down and freaking scoop water and keep going. And we had people on the lake in boats calling dispatch saying, "I'm getting, you know, buzzed by airplanes," and it's like, well, stupid, get out of the way. Like,
yeah.
Crazy.
How
there's bigger fish to fry than your stupid little holiday on the lake. Like,
does the lake does y'all's lake go down?
Oh yeah, it's like 20 feet down.
Oh gosh, dude, you should see Lake Travis.
Oh, I bet it's dry. I went to go cliff jumping not too long ago at Paleface.
Of course you did.
Park.
Yeah.
And you walk up to the edge and it's like land.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna work.
No.
So
No, I mean, like, that's the stuff. Like, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Like, I'm not cliff jumping. I'm not fucking around with snakes. I mean, you just do a bunch of shit that like you have to be a normal person. You know what I mean? Like, I do normal people shit. Like, I'll work out. I'll do
I just wanna
this.
eat a steak. I'll buy you a steak.
Well, I mean, but I feel like it's gonna be conditional though. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, all right, we'll go get you a steak, but we're gonna go catch this fucking snake real quick. You know what I mean? No, like you're one of those like. I mean, do you do parkour? Like that'd be some
Parkour
shit.
is French for Parker. You know it?
Yeah.
No.
You would do some shit like that, bro. Like you're like if I loved to skydive, you'd be a base jumper.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I've got to do that squirrel suit thing at some point
See-
in my life.
See,
I'm not gonna be buzzing cliff sides, but
yeah. I mean, you just talked about how you were about to go cliff jumping, right? I mean,
well, cliff jumping's fun. That's a whole nother.
yeah. Mhm.
You
Yeah.
just got to check the water first. That's all.
Yeah, dude, you're nuts. I mean, you're nuts. How's everything been good down there?
Yeah, man, I'm filling that role of captain, having to step up to battalion chief every now and then. That's pretty weird. I spent the whole tour. I just got off this morning, freaking running around fixing ambulances and crap on, and all the busy work in the background. It's pretty weird. It's hard enough taking a step back as a FTO, you know, like a new paramedic FTO.
Yeah.
And then you got to step back again as an engineer.
Yeah.
And then you got to step back again as an officer. And then you step back even more as a battalion chief. And it's like, man, I ain't even doing nothing but all the crap work.
Yeah, but it's good, man. I mean, you know, especially because you're going to be able to touch more people, right? Like
Right.
that's going to be that's the part that, like, you know, when you talk about really being able to make a difference, like when you're able to step back and be able to lead at that level, you know, understanding and not forgetting, you know, that tailboard position, right? That critical, that person who's actually hands-on people in the community. I mean, you're able to do that across, you know, an entire shift now and be able to influence, inspire, and support. And I mean, look at how many more people your knowledge and wisdom is able to touch, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's pretty badass, isn't it?
It's a learning process. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Well, listen, don't go out there and fuck with no snakes today, right? Like, listen, take a day off. Take a day off from snakes. Like, they will bite you. Like, they're going to bite you.
Now, though, so I'll make you some new videos.
You're going to call me one day. And I'm gonna be, and I'm telling you,
nobody's gonna know.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you showed up on a call and somebody got bit by a snake, are you gonna have empathy for them? No, you're not. You're gonna be like, why were you fucking with a snake, you idiot? And so, like, when somebody shows up or when you get bit by a fucking snake, I'll be like, why are you fucking with snakes, you idiot?
You have every right to say that if I get bit.
Okay. All right. Just keep your hands around the tail. Okay.
Yeah. No worries.
All right. See you, man. Have a good day.
Later.
Dude, that guy for real, he's always messing with snakes. Like he goes and like, he helps remove snakes. Mm-hmm. And like, when you talk about
for
like
funsies.
Yeah, he does it. He loves it. Right. And he's like really, I mean, the guy is, I mean, a fitness freak, right? I mean, when you talk about, I mean, he's somebody I would envy to be, right? Like wow. to live a life like he does, right? Like, you know, just this outgoing. He's outgoing, right? I think sometimes I feel like I'm kind of like a closet introvert.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know what I mean?
You like to recharge your batteries, like alone, right?
Yeah. Like I'm kind of like a closet introvert. You know, as much as extrovert I am, but yeah, I'm kind of like a closet introvert.
Yeah, you don't fuck with snakes for funsies,
dude. I open my door when I walk outside and I look for fucking snakes.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with snakes. Like if there's anything in the world that I don't mess with, I'd rather you have a gun than a snake.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't play around.
100%.
I see them all the time. The little garden ones, whatever, you could step on those, but those brown ones and the rattlesnakes, like that's nothing to play with right there.
Dude, I don't care if it's this big. I don't care if it's this big. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Like, where there's one this big,
Yeah.
there was one bigger that had it.
That's right. Yeah. That's scary, man.
Yeah.
I take it the person who called was a firefighter as well.
Mhm.
You firefighters are not normal guys. Like, you guys aren't normal. But I have a question here. What steps do I need to take to become a firefighter?
You can go get there's a couple ways, right? You can apply to, and listen, there are tons of firefighter jobs open out there right now. They are looking for people. You can go get your own certs. So go to an academy and get your own certs. But you need to figure out like honestly, just go swing by a firehouse you want to work at. Like, they are all about telling people how the process works. But there's a couple ways you can do it. You can go get your own certs and go to academy, and then get, in Texas, we have to have our fire cert and our EMT to become commissioned. So you can go do that on your own, or you can, go and apply. And then a lot of these places will put you through. I know Georgetown right now is hiring, and they'll put you through all of it.
Good. I'm glad we were able to answer that.
Yeah.
What are your views on alcohol, especially drinking in excess?
I mean, look, I think alcohol, I don't have anything against it. I've drank a shit ton of it. But to me, I have a hard time drinking now because I've got so much I want to do tomorrow. I look forward to tomorrow, and I've got dreams that are big and goals, and I want to accomplish that. And I can't do that by feeling like shit. And every time I take away one moment, every time I take away one day of feeling good or tired or sleeping in, or I waste it on alcohol, to me, I look at alcohol as a time thief.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too. I have a friend who served in Afghanistan who suffers from PTSD. What treatment did you receive to help you?
I went down to Mexico, and I did Ibogaine and 5-MeO DMT. But there's a stellate ganglion block that Dr. Sean Mulvaney provides, which is incredible. It helped me through for so long. There's a lot of different treatments, but those are the two that are ultimately what got me to where I am today.
Thank you for sharing. Advice for a beginner with weight loss and joining a gym. I feel overwhelmed at the gym.
Yeah, just start. They all started somewhere, right? Everybody's had their first day. Everybody's had their first day at the gym. We all feel that way. We all feel that way going to a new gym. It's a normal thing, but go in there, and find your tribe, find your people, and go in there with a plan and just going, just showing up is majority of the battle, right? And so don't feel overwhelmed. I respect everybody that's in the gym, right? Because they're there. So it's really a cool thing, and just know that and trust that you're the only one that has this angst or whatever you call it, about it. And I guarantee if you ask someone for help, they'll help you.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I appreciate that. I always feel uncomfortable sometimes at the gym too. If you go to a Gold's and people are super jacked, I'm like, I don't belong here. But yeah, ask for help. I like that. What is one accomplishment or achievement outside your military and firefighting career that you're particularly proud of?
I would say the family that I have today, right? That's by far the greatest achievement. We just had family pictures done, and they are I looked at it, and the only thing that crossed my mind was holy shit. I never thought I'd have this.
That is awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. That's beautiful. Can't wait to see those pictures. Can you share a valuable life lesson you learned from a challenging or difficult experience?
I mean, really just, I think the simplest lesson I can offer is that hard work always works, right? You got to trust the process, and you got to do the work. And if you do the work, you'll get the results.
Somebody asked on Facebook, what are your thoughts on God and Jesus?
Yeah. I mean, look, I think that if you don't think that there's somebody bigger than us, higher than us, right? I mean, I'm not a big church guy, right? I'll tell you a guy that I respect with everything I have, is is out of Huntsville, right? And just an incredible pastor. I'm not a big church guy, right? I think church sometimes allows it allows fake people to run amongst real people and to pretend that there's something they're not, right? And so I don't need to go to church to prove to you how much of a believer I am. I can, it's my relationship with God, not anybody else's.
What are some of your favorite ways to unwind and recharge after a busy day or week?
Cold plunge or cold plunge. I get cold plunge every day. I love unwinding in a cold plunge, or a sauna, or working out, right? Like those are kind of my 3 go-tos.
Oh, cool. I've never done the cold plunge.
But we can do it right after this.
Oh, geez. What advice would you give to someone looking to maintain a positive and optimistic outlook in the face of adversity?
Do it. Just do it. Make the choice. Make the choice. Like, write down that I'm only going to say positive things going forward, and look back at that, right? Find something positive in everything negative and watch what happens. But you have to also start getting rid of the negative shit around you as well, right? You got to with you making a decision, you have to immediately detoxify.
Just want to tell our audience that our lines are open at 512-523-5609. Feel free to call in. This podcast is going by fast.
Dang, that's about it, ain't it?
Where
are we at?
We are at 56.
56 minutes.
Got a couple questions here if you don't mind. How do you mentally prepare yourself for the potential dangers you may face on a daily basis as a firefighter?
We actually had this conversation on the way home with a guy yesterday, and really awesome guy. And you train, right? You pray you don't have it, and be ready in case you do. Hey, it's Dakota with Your Human Podcast.
How's it going?
What's up?
Not a whole lot. I'm from the big city of Greensburg, Kentucky.
Dang.
Ever since that day in the military, I've been praying for you and your family and the battles you face. My dad was in the Army.
Oh, wow.
And that was my dream, to be a Marine, but I couldn't because I was born with a hole in my heart. And that's my biggest regret, is I wish I could have fought for this country. But my question for you, I don't want to trigger nothing for you, but will you ever approve a movie being made for your battle?
So first off, thank you so much. And second off, you are serving your country, right? Like you're probably having more of an impact on your country now than you ever could have in the military. So when you wish you'd served and you wish you'd fought for your country, you're doing it, right. And in just a different, we call it you're in the first Civ Div, you know what I mean? The first civilian division, right? Just back here taking care of our country. And it's been optioned a few times, but Hollywood's weird, and it really comes down to there's a lot of pieces to it, and there's a couple things in the works right now. But but to me, kind of like where the book's different than the movie is with the book, I have control of all the words that come out, so I can control the accuracy of the story. The problem with Hollywood is that they take pieces of the story and then they also add on what's going to sell and get people to drive ticket sales. And so that's kind of always been a conflict to me, as far as like, how do I sell the story in a way to also be able to remain with the authenticity and the integrity of it,
Yeah. I didn't know if you had independent people wanting to come up to you and independent film.
No, we do.
Because I don't agree with Hollywood either.
Yeah, right. I didn't figure terrible. You did. What part of Greensburg you live in?
Well, right now I'm moved down to Glasgow, Kentucky.
Yeah, Glasgow. That place is booming.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate you calling in, sir. It means a lot.
All right, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for everything.
Still.
Well, I appreciate you so much. I hope to run into you sometime.
That's right.
See you, brother.
Bye.
So Greensburg, that's where I grew up. That's where I graduated from high school.
Oh, I thought it was Columbia.
Well, Columbia, I grew up. So I was right on the line. So I went to Columbia for a part of school, and then I graduated from Greensburg.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This guy's close to home then.
Oh, he's right there.
I think as a filmmaker, I've thought about your story as a movie, not to tell it, but I just don't. How do you cast a 19-year-old to do that? Like a believable 19-year-old actor. If that guy doesn't exist, it would have to be you that plays yourself.
I don't know.
Seriously.
I don't look 19 no more, though.
You don't, but, that would be the only way to do it.
There ain't no special effects.
Well, nowadays, it's come pretty far, man.
You think they can make me look 19?
Yeah, they make 80-year-olds look 40. So,
really?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Would you do it? Like, seriously?
No.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
But
I mean, it'd be easy. I just have to be me.
That's true. That'd be easy. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think one day we'll see a movie based on your life, man.
We'll see. There's a lot of legalities to it.
I'm sure there is. How do you feel?
Politics. Good. All right. Well, listen, I hope, thank you guys so much. What an awesome podcast. Podcast number 20 is done. All y'all are incredible. It's always just such an enjoyment for me to sit here. So we got the rest of the week. I'm going to be up in Weatherford, Texas. Going to swing by and see, I don't know what he got out as, but Captain Hunt. Got in touch with him, which this podcast did for me. So it's going to be awesome to catch up with him. Going to be doing some training with Teeks this weekend. So really excited about that up in Weatherford. And then next week I've got, I won't be on here Tuesday. It'll actually be Thursday. Me and I've talked about it. I'll be in a rescue swimmer class. So really excited about that. So got some training coming up, but it's all good. And I really appreciate all you all. Thank you all for calling in, and I hope you have a great week and keep owning it.